Girl looking a hot mess. But whatever. That's just what it is. La 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 la. Hey guys, and welcome back, or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, which you probably are because I haven't posted in a couple of years, welcome to my channel. My name is Alyssa Marie, and I will be posting, if you can tell by the title already, a video on getting accepted into the nursing program, specifically the Accelerated Bachelor's in Nursing program. So if you're interested in knowing how I got accepted, please keep watching. If you are here, you're probably going to nursing school, interested in nursing school, in nursing school, taking prereqs for nursing school, or anything of that nature. So thanks for clicking on this video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let me know if there's any other content that you guys want me to film. As far as nursing school, I will also be doing some makeup videos probably, or like get readies with me, but that's going to be a little later once I've kind of gotten used to filming. So to start things off, I probably look like a hot mess. That's nothing out of normal. I literally just woke up from a nap like 20 minutes ago. But I promised myself I was going to do this video today, because if not, then I'll keep procrastinating. And this is not what 2020 is about, okay? I don't know why I'm a little camera shy. I don't know why, because like I'm always on Instagram posting videos, Snapchat posting videos. So, but I guess talking to a camera is a little bit different. And if you see me looking down, it's because I have notes on my iPad. Because we're going to keep this thing in line. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to talk about was a little bit about myself. So like I said in the beginning, my name is Alyssa Marie, and I'm Puerto Rican, and I live in Florida. Getting accepted into nursing school, and I did want to do not a vlog, but like I wanted to do like a video like of reading the email of getting accepted or not accepted, but that was just too much. I wasn't going to carry my camera around with me everywhere and then like film me while I'm at work reading my emails. Like, that's a little extreme. So how I found out, I was literally, so I applied to 3 different nursing programs, and we'll get into that later, but one of them, the one that I really wanted to get into, I was checking my emails constantly. Like, when I say constantly, I'm talking about like 3 times every hour, like until I finally got the email. So I think it was like last week. Yeah, I think it was last week that I was in bed. I had just finished cleaning my room. It was like 12 a.m. And I'm just like in bed watching this documentary on Netflix, and something, I don't know what it was, but I was just like, oh, let me like check my emails really quickly, because I hate on the weekends when you don't check your emails and then Monday you have like 200 emails to delete. I hate that. So I was trying to avoid that. And then I go to like my school email, and then I see something nursing. And I'm like literally like all by myself in my room. Like, take a deep breath. Whatever, I open the email, and the only word that I saw was congratulations, and I like started crying. Cause if you don't know, there's different types of programs for nursing, and like I said, I'll get into the nitty gritty of my program. So I basically read the email, I got in, and it said tentatively got in. Here, let me see if I can look for the email. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so it was from the nursing, College of Nursing, and it said, congratulations, the admission committee has completed the decision process for the University of College of Nursing undergraduate program, second degree seeking program track. And so like I read this, I called my boyfriend. It was, like I said, it was like 12:30 a.m. I called my boyfriend. He was up, so he was like, oh my god, congratulations, blah blah blah. My mom was sleeping, and I went to go get her, woke her ass up. I got in. So yeah, so that's how I found out I got in. I really wanted to record it, but it was just not, whatever. I was fine with not being able to record it because, like I said before, I wasn't going to carry around the camera around everywhere, especially while I'm at work. So yeah, so that's how I found out. And I recently just found out I also got into another accelerated bachelor's in nursing program at another college that's here in Florida, but it's a little bit further from where I actually stay. So, which brings me into what is the ABSN program, second degree program. Like, there's a lot of names for it. So I got accepted into the accelerated second degree bachelor's in nursing program. And this program is specific, or maybe not specific, I don't know. It's for people who already have a bachelor's in something else, like a bachelor's degree in something else, but then they change their mind and decide they want to do nursing. So instead of going back down to 2 years to do your ASN and then another year, year and a half, or 2 years to get your bachelor's in nursing, it's an accelerated program where it's only 1 year to get your bachelor's in nursing without having an RN license already. So this program, from what I've heard, is super competitive to get into. Because it's only a year and it's geared towards people who don't have an RN license already. So yeah, a couple of years ago, like I didn't even know about it. My friend Ian had told me about it because originally I was pursuing PA school, and that is another story for another video. But he told me, he was like, why don't you get your bachelor's in nursing? Originally I was like, I'm not gonna go to school for another 3-4 years just to get your bachelor's in nursing. He was like, no, once you graduate you can do it in a year and you get your BSN. And I was like, sounds good. So yeah, so then I started looking up accelerated bachelor's in nursing programs in my state. So yeah, the accelerated bachelor's in nursing program, from what I've heard, is super competitive to get in. And I heard that from the advisors at the College of Nursing. Like when I first went there to get some information on it, because I had no idea what it was about. Like I read about it, but I wanted to talk to somebody and see like what their thought of me joining that program was. And the advisor that I spoke to, he looked at me, he was like, it's super competitive. Like all students have close to a 4.0 GPA. Their TEAS tests are like off the charts. Their science GPA is off the charts. And I'm like, that's another thing. I did not want to take the TEAS test at all. Like any entrance exam, honestly. And I had to take 2. Screw that. Yeah, I had to take 2 different tests. And one of them, I had to take it twice. And we'll get into that in a little bit. I just don't want to make sure that I'm like rambling everywhere. So yeah, so to get into the accelerated bachelor's in nursing program, each program is a little bit different. So for a couple of colleges, like I know they mainly require everything that's needed for like your ASN. So like ANP1, ANP2, biology, biology 2, microbiology. Some require Chem 1, which I did not take Chem 1. I swapped out my Chem 1 for my microbiology class because I didn't do too great in Chem 1. I mean, I got a B in Chem 1A because I tried Chem 1 and I could not do it. yeah, so that statistics, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, abnormal or developmental psychology. I also had sociology, and I think that's pretty much it. I don't remember exactly, but that's like, and like I said, each program is a little bit different. So yeah, I applied to 3 schools in the state of Florida. Expensive as hell. Like that was like each application I was like, are you kidding me? And then you have to send transcripts. Are you kidding me? And it just got more and more expensive. One of the schools I had to do an assessment that was like an extra $50. And I'm like, sis, come on. So anyway, yeah, so I was actually, let me bring it back really quick. So before I found out I got into the current program that I got accepted into now, I actually, a couple of days before that, I had gotten an email from another college that I didn't get in, and I was super discouraged. It turns out I actually forgot to send that school my updated transcripts of graduation. So I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it, but I feel like I tell myself that just because I want to feel better about myself. But anyways, it doesn't matter because I got into 2 other programs that I applied to. So on to taking the entrance exams. If you're thinking about going into nursing school and you have to take any entrance exams, I would give yourself a good month, month and a half, maybe 2 months. Maybe like pushing it to study. They say that okay, so I'm going to tell you the first one. So the TEAS test, I took the HESI A2 exam. I don't know what it stands for, but it's one of the tests for nursing programs that you're required to take. And I had taken the HESI A2 like back in December, I want to say, or like late November. So anyways, I took the test back, I think in like late November, early December, something like that last year. And I was super nervous. One, I hate standardized tests like that. Like I'm just not good at them. Especially when there's no like study guide. There's something flying. Especially when there's no study guide for you to look at. Like I had no idea what it's gonna look like. I had no idea what was gonna be on it. I had like the only thing I knew was what I read online. If you guys want me to post like how I studied for the HESI A2, I can definitely make a video for that, and I can clump it in with how I studied for the TEAS test. So I think the HESI A2, I think I paid like 90 or something like that bucks for it. And I actually ended up doing better than I thought. I got a 90 or like a 90.1 or something like that overall on the HESI A2. And I was super stoked. And it turns out that I don't know if there was a minimum. I mean, there's no such thing as failing, but I know that they have like a minimum requirement for each program that you go to. And I only took the HESI A2 for one specific college here in Florida. So I was like, oh my god, I did really good. December, I remember the exact date, December 12th, I had to take the TEAS test. And I remember this because it was the day before graduation. So I also studied, like while I was studying for the HESI A2, I was also studying for the TEAS test. And I was kind of like just combining the material because, I mean, they should be kind of similar in material and stuff like that. So I went in and took the HESI or the TEAS test, and I don't even have the words for it. I was so like distraught at the grade that I got. And one of the math section, couldn't even finish. Like there was like I think like 2 or 3 questions that I couldn't finish. Like I don't know if it was like a timing issue. I don't know if I was just spending too much reading the stupid questions, but I ended up doing really poorly. I'm pretty sure I got like a 74 on that one, if I remember correctly, on the first TEAS test that I took. And I was like bawling, crying, walking out of there, like, and it sucks because like the next day was my graduation, and I'm over here like, great, like, I got a crappy score on the TEAS test, and now tomorrow I'm going to graduate, and I'm probably not going to get accepted into the nursing program. And with the TEAS test, they only allow you, and I'm pretty sure for the HESI A2, they only allow you to take a certain amount of tests per year. And for the TEAS, I know that you are allowed to take it 3 times in a calendar year, and you are allowed to take the next one 30 days after you took the first one, or 30 days after you took the second one. So right then and there, I knew I was not going to get into any nursing program with that school. Well, at least a bachelor's in nursing program. I think for the ASN here in Florida, like a couple of programs, I think the minimum you need to get in, honestly, I think is a 68. The specific program that I needed it for, I needed a 70, at least a 76 to get in. And I was at a 72, so, or a 74. So I was not even eligible to apply with that score. So right after I got home, I cried my little eyes out, and I went on and I registered again for 30 days after. So fast forward into January. So that whole time period, that whole 30 days, I made sure I studied. I actually bought a specific book for the TEAS test because, like I said before, when I was studying for the HESI A2, I had bought an ebook that I used like on my iPad, and like I said, I thought it was gonna be the same kind of information. And people say that the HESI A2 is harder, and I could be wrong, and I could just be having altered imagination of what the heck that test was, but I thought that the TEAS test was way harder. And this is just up to, personal opinion on, your testing strategy. So yeah, fast forward to January 14th, I took my second attempt at the TEAS test, and I actually ended up getting an 86, I believe, which was a lot better than the first time around. I'm pretty sure I covered that I applied to 3 different schools. That's another thing that I feel is important. Don't limit yourself to just one college. Like, I know it's expensive to apply to a whole bunch of colleges at the same time, but you're not 100% guaranteed that you're going to get into one college. So you should have a backup plan. So that's why maybe this was like overkill, but that's why I applied to 3 different programs, because I wasn't really sure if I was going to get into the one that I wanted to get into. And it was a little bit stressful. Scratch that. It was a lot stressful because each school that I applied to was different as far as what requirements they wanted. So one school wanted the TEAS test, they wanted this minimum GPA, they wanted this science GPA. Another school wanted the HESI A2 exam, they wanted this minimum GPA, they wanted that minimum science GPA. And then the other school really didn't require anything. No HESI, no TEAS test. Basically, you applied, you got a email, and then you have to go on an interview process. So yeah, I'm super excited. Right now I'm going through the process of like getting the background check and everything that goes into starting the program. And I'll probably do another video on everything that needs to be done once you get accepted, like all the steps that you need to take, and everything that's required, at least by my school and pretty much by almost all the schools, from what I hear from like all my friends that are in nursing school or graduated from nursing. That's it. I don't want to make this video too long since it's going to be the first of many. So yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and click that like button. Rude, cut me off. So if you like this video, go ahead and like it and comment down below what you think, or if you have any suggestions on videos that I should post. And go ahead and subscribe, because I'm going to come out with a lot of content that is about nursing school, being in college. Probably throw up a couple of makeup tutorials on here. I'm going to try and do vlogging. I have never been a vlogger. I never tried it, but I definitely want to try, especially like if I'm doing something specific related to the nursing program. So like a day in the life, or like get ready with me, or my morning routines, like once we start doing clinicals and stuff like that. So definitely subscribe and hit the bell button so that way you can be notified whenever I post. Anyways, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Like I said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.